Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am here with the topic of performance testing versus performance engineering. So, I hope after completion of this video, you will understand what is the difference between performance testing and performance engineering. So, when it comes to performance testing is a quality check of responsiveness and load handling capacity of the application. So, as in performance testing, we are going to understand how our application is responding and handling the load in certain conditions. So, as it verifies how the application performs under certain peak load. So, where it comes to peak load means, for example, my application is accessing by 500 number of users in an hour a day, which is a peak load. 500 number of users is my peak load. So, in that particular hour, if 500 members are accessing my applications, so how my application behaves, okay, under that particular certain peak load. And also, if I increase that peak load above 500, then what issues may arrive. Okay, so as in performance testing, we can understand, okay, how the application performs under the load and how it responds after increasing the load. So these things will be considered in performance testing. When it comes to performance engineering, so performance engineering will aim to design the application by understanding what are the performance metrics. Okay, what performance metrics it should meet. So according to that, performance engineering will aim to design the application. And also, it will discover the performance issues early in the development cycle itself. So, if you discover the performance issues later in the development cycle, what will happen is, so if I discover the performance issue after the development cycle in QA environment, then what will happen? I need to again raise a ticket to the developer, and developer will take care. So in between we will lose the time, and also whenever we are losing the time, the budget will also increases. So performance engineering will make sure that it should not happen, okay, and it will discover the performance issues before performance testing itself in the development cycle. And performance testing occurs after the completion of development process, after total development of application. So then performance testers will come and they will test how the application is behaving. But whereas performance engineering, which is an ongoing process that occurs through all the phases of development cycle, where from designing phase to development and also to QA. So it will be involved in all the phases. And when it comes to performance testing, a dedicated testing team will be there. They will have only the knowledge of performance testing tools and the procedure of the performance testing, and also result analysis knowledge. But when it comes to performance engineering, so performance engineer will have all the knowledge of application design, architecture, development, how it has been tuned, and performance optimization, and finding of bottlenecks and by investigation, and also they will fix the bottlenecks. So performance engineer will have all this, whereas performance tester no need to have all this knowledge. So he will have knowledge of the performance testing tool and the procedure, and how he can analyze the results. But performance engineer will have all the knowledge. And also performance tester will just identify the bottleneck when performance testing is happening, and also he can analyze the result, but he cannot fix the defect. He will just raise a defect. But whereas a performance engineer, he will investigate what is the root cause of that defect, and also proposes a solution to resolve that particular defect or bottleneck. And a performance tester does not much care about the design and architecture of the application, and he will just focus on the application behavior, how it behaves under the load, and if we increase the load, what is the response of the application will be taken care by performance tester. Whereas performance engineer will taken care about each and every component of the application. So how efficient the each and every component of the application is performing under the required load, and also by increasing the load how application is performing will be taken care by performance engineer. So performance testing life cycle, which will covers all the phases of performance testing, and whereas performance engineering life cycle covers all the engineering activities and deliverables. So performance engineering life cycle will be there from starting of the design to the delivery of the application. So thank you to each and everyone for the support. I hope this video will be helpful for you. So while you are preparing for performance testing interview also, this question will be maximum asked. So you can explain all these points. Thank you everyone.